Did you know that we must double the final letter of some verbs before adding ing or ed? In this video, I'll reveal the secret spelling rule. By the way, make sure you stick around to the end because there is an important exception to this spelling rule that will be discussed at the end of the video. Without further ado, let's get started. First off, we need to know what vowel and consonant letters are. There are 26 letters in the English alphabet, 5 of which are vowel letters, and the other 21 are consonant letters. The vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. And all the others are consonants, such as L, M, P, Q, and T. Now that we know what vowels and consonants are, we can move on to the secret spelling rule. First, let's classify verbs into two groups: one-syllable verbs and multi-syllable verbs. A one-syllable verb, as the name suggests, has only one syllable, such as eat, play, dance. If a one-syllable verb ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant pattern, then double the final letter before adding ing or ed to the verb. Here are a few examples. Sit, sit. Sit is a one-syllable verb and it ends in a CVC pattern, consonant, vowel, consonant. So, before adding ing to the verb, we must double the final letter, which in this case is letter T. So, sitting, not sitting. Here's one more example. Plan, plan. Plan is a one-syllable verb too, and it ends in a CVC pattern. So, we must apply the rule to this verb too. Before adding ing or ed to the verb, double the final letter, which in this case is letter N. That's it, easy peasy. But how about multi-syllable verbs? Well, in the case of verbs with more than one syllable, we must double the final letter only if 1. The verb ends in a CVC pattern, just as in one-syllable verbs, and number 2, the stress falls on the last syllable. But how to find the stressed syllable in a word? I've already done a whole video on how to identify the number of syllables plus the stressed syllable in any word using a dictionary. You could check it out here. Take the verb edit as an example. Edit. It is a multi-syllable verb. It has 2 syllables. And it also ends in a CVC pattern, consonant, vowel, consonant. But it doesn't meet the third condition. Third condition is that the stress must fall on the last syllable. But in the word edit, it falls on the first syllable. Edit, edit. So we can't and mustn't double the final letter before adding ing or ed to the verb. So it is editing, not editing. How about the verb begin? Begin, begin. All right, it's a multi-syllable verb too. It has 2 syllables. It also follows the CVC pattern. And most importantly, the stress falls on the last syllable. Begin, all right? So we must double the final letter before adding ing to the verb. So beginning with double N is correct, not single N. And now the exception. Earlier in the video, I pointed out that there is an important exception to this spelling rule in English, and that is we can't duplicate the final letter if the verb ends with the letters X, Y, or W. Here are a couple of examples. Play, play. Play is a one-syllable verb and it ends in a CVC pattern. So it seems that we must duplicate the final letter, but it's an exception. Letter Y cannot be duplicated. Here's another example. Allow. Allow. Allow is a multi-syllable verb. It ends in a CVC pattern and the stress falls on the last syllable. Allow. But then again, we cannot double the final letter because it's an exception. Letter W cannot be duplicated. Now it's your turn. Which spelling is correct? Thanks for watching. If you're finding value in this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. See you soon.